How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Wolves and welcome back, finally, to a brand new match preview. It's been a while since we've said that. The Premier League is back, Wolves are back in action, and we're kicking off the 2020-2021 season. And Wolves will be facing off against Sheffield United at Bramall Lane to kick off the season. A very, very tough game. But here's hoping that Wolves can get off to the best possible start. Hope you guys are keeping well. You're keeping safe. You had a good summer. And be sure to hit the like button down below. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to be giving my thoughts ahead of the game. I'm recording this at about 10 to 4 on Sunday afternoon. I believe that Nuno could be set to sign a new contract at Wolves. It's not been confirmed yet. But if it has by the time this video has come out, brilliant news. He's really, really deserved it. I think we've backed him enough so far in the transfer window. And I think the fact that he's going to sign a new contract means that we're going to continue to invest and that he's happy to stay. And him staying could be one of the biggest signings of the summer for Wolves. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing him for at least the next 3 years as Wolves manager. But before we kick off today's match preview, guys, be sure to go and check out the sponsors of today's video, who are Team Profit. If you want to earn £700 plus tax-free cash this weekend from the comfort of your home, check out Team Profit. They are the UK's most popular free match betting website. Match betting is a 100% legal, risk-free way of making a bit of extra cash from your home. But what is matched betting? Well, despite having the word betting in the name, it is not betting at all. Bettors lose money, whilst match bettors don't. That is why it is completely risk-free. Don't take our word for it though. Visit the link in the top of the description and they will teach you what it is and how to do it in just 30 minutes. But remember, it won't cost a thing to join. And when you do, you'll get everything you'll need to make a profit, including amazing videos and written tutorials, 27 top welcome offers worth over £700, best in-class match betting tools, unlimited friendly support 7 days a week. They've helped over 200,000 people make profits from match betting since 2016, and they are rated excellent on Trustpilot. But let them help you get in on the action when the Premier League returns this weekend. No scams, no get-rich-quick schemes, just amazing cash profits on your terms. So visit the link today to find out more and join free. And of course, you have to be 18 plus to get involved. But a massive game, a massive way to kick off the season against Sheffield United. One of the surprise packages of the Premier League last season, playing some fantastic football. Unfortunately for them, I think lockdown came at the wrong sort of time. Possibly the same for Wolves as well, because we started hitting some really strong form in the Premier League, didn't we? Right on lockdown. We had a couple of good Europa League results as well. And it could have been so much better for Wolves last season, but still finishing 7th, finishing as a Europa League quarter-finalist, of course going out to the eventual winners in that competition. Wolves had a phenomenal season overall. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how we can get on this season. Of course, less competitions. We've still bolstered the team and strengthened in certain areas, I think. Of course, as fans, I think we all know that the right wing-back position still needs to be strengthened somewhat. And I'm very intrigued and interested over the next couple of weeks how we do that. Of course, we're not in a position to sort of start an out-and-out right wing-back. I don't feel tomorrow against Sheffield United, but I'll give my predicted lineup later on. And, of course, we'll get some more Sheffield United thoughts later on in the video as well. What I'm looking forward to most is how Nuno approaches this season. I think he made it pretty clear that he was pretty disappointed with some elements of our game at the end of the season. It was pretty clear that Wolves and the squad started to become quite tired. And that's why, we were a bit sluggish at times, a bit tired in games, especially those later ones in the Europa League and so on. And we just took our head off the game slightly. And I'm looking forward to a fresh approach by Nuno. I appealed in the end of season Talking Wolves podcast that I wanted Wolves to sort of play in the same shape, but go for it more, be a bit more aggressive and a bit more attacking. And the way Nuno's been talking in press conferences and in interviews, I think he is going to do that. I think we are going to go for it a little bit more. I think we are going to be attacking. I think with the likes of Vinagre and Adama as both options at wing-back for the time being, I think Wolves can do that. And I think our early run of fixtures allow us to do that. I think Sheffield United are a very, very good team. They're a very good unit. Quite defensive, but they know how to break and score goals as well. But I think if Wolves will be allowed to attack them tomorrow, they'll be hoping to grab us on the counter-attack, I think, once or twice. But I think Vinagre and Adama could get good games if they are called upon. But I'd like that for Wolves. Again, in the most recent Talking Wolves podcast, I think we identified and it was made clear about how many draws Wolves got last season. We know one extra point would have got us European football, and we could have easily got Champions League football if we took out some of those draws. But if Wolves went all out attack, or not all out attack, but a bit more attacking, in say for argument's sake 4 of those draws, the chances are we could have lost 2 of those games. But the other chances are that we could have won the other 2, which would have meant 6 points, which is more than the 4 points we would have got from 4 draws. So I'm expecting possibly more losses this season, but Wolves can expect hopefully more wins as well and help us catapult. I think if we can get over 7th place again and see ourselves back in European football next season, that would be an unbelievable campaign. And we've spent some serious money on a couple of players. Fabio Silva, I am so looking forward to see play this season. I'm not expecting him to start tomorrow against Sheffield United, but I do believe he'll get some minutes. I think the signing of Marcel is very clever. He's got his experience as Champions League semi-finalist just a number of weeks ago. Vitinha is coming in, looks like someone that Wolves can use and a player for the future if we choose to keep him for next season onwards. And of course, there is still room for Wolves to improve in the transfer window. But I'm really looking forward to this season. I want to see Wolves be more aggressive in the attack, go forward a little bit more. There were times last season where Jimenez was almost a bit isolated. He needed more support, and I am hoping we see that a lot more this season. And I'm hoping, as I say, Wolves get a top 6, top 7 place, but it is not going to be easy. Sheffield United are going to be up for this. We're going to pass over now to our Sheffield United fan, the Shoreham View. You can check out their YouTube channel, do a similar sort of thing to Talking Wolves. There's a link to them in the description, and here's what they have got to say ahead of Blades versus Wolves.
I am Johnny from the Shoreham View, the best place online for drunken football vlogs. Also your Sheffield United content. Transfer business-wise for Sheffield United, we've brought in Ramsdale from Bournemouth. That's a big signing for us. He's got big shoes to fill. Obviously, Henderson was vital for us last season. With that great defence in front of him. Hopefully Ramsdale can conjure up some of that same magic. Also in defence, we brought in Lowen Bogle from Derby, bringing good competition into the wing-backs, something we desperately needed to push Baldock and Stevens on, and possibly even challenge for a starting place. I'm going to butcher his name here, but Amadou from Chelsea, good centre-half. Again, good promising player, can push for position-wise and can push for that starting lineup. Our defence was absolutely outstanding last season, and to strengthen that is only a good thing. Fotheringham, good backup goalkeeper, reliable, has been at times. Don't think he'll be starting many games, but it's always good to have reliable backup. Oliver Burke, he was in a swap deal from West Brom, Robinson going the other way. It's sad to lose Robinson, but he has had his chances and he's not really broken into that first team and shown anything like what we thought of him. Moments of brilliance, especially against Chelsea and Man U last season, but altogether not really strong enough for what we want to build on, I think. Oliver Burke coming in the other way. It's a wilder signing. It can go one of 2 ways. It can either go the Ravel Morrison way, or it can go the complete opposite where he gets the best out of him. We've still got space in the squad. Rhian Brewster's been rumoured to come to us. Whether that comes to fruition, we still don't know. We need some pace up front. We need to really build on that, I think, going forward. The game tomorrow against Wolves, it's going to be a tough one. Wolves, obviously with the signings they brought in and the football they play, they'll be looking to kick on and really push for a European spot this season. Will we build on what we started last season and keep going, or will we drop off? Only time will tell, but it's going to be a big test for us against Wolves tomorrow. My prediction for the game, I'm going to go for a 1-1.
So big thanks to them. As I say, a link to them in the description down below. When it comes now onto my team prediction and score prediction. The team is very, very hard to say. I think every team in the league, really, you never know who's going to start in that first game, especially for you fantasy football fans. It is crazy how many people have messaged me on the Talking Wolves account and on my personal account about is certain player going to play? Is this player going to play? What's your back 3? But what's the Wolves back 5 going to be? It is crazy how many people want to know specific players. And genuinely, I don't know. There's 1 or 2 players that I think, yeah, will definitely play. But then there's other positions that I think are still up for grabs. And one of the more intriguing things for me tomorrow is going to be to see how Wolves line up. I said I do want to be more attacking, but part of me feels that we're going to start with a 5-3-2 tomorrow. Only because I believe that, the team will be Patricio in goal. There's been no indication that Ruddy is going to make the step up. Ruddy has signed a new contract. I believe this will probably be his last season at Wolves. Back 3 is going to be an intriguing one, but I'd probably back Bolly, Cody, who are fantastic, by the way, to get his England cap over the last week. Big congrats, to Connor Cody. And Romain Saiss at left back. Right wing back, I do believe it's going to be Adama Traore. Sorry to any of those, hipster FPL fans that got Oscar Burr in their team, or I do doubt he'll play there. And I think left wing back is going to be Ruben Vinagre. I've seen a lot of predicted lineups with Marcel in there, the new player, but I do believe it's going to be Ruben Vinagre. Now, because I believe Adama's playing, I would probably go 3 in the midfield just to allow that slightly more defensive support on that right-hand side. So I'd expect to see Neves, Dendoncker and Matinho again in the middle. And then I'd probably start Jota and Jimenez up top. I know it's quite a standard, quite a boring and quite a generic Wolves 11, you could say, with the players available. But that's how I feel Wolves will go. I don't think we can chuck all these new players in at the deep end. The only player I'm umming and ahhing about a little bit there is Vinagre. I could see Marcel start. As I said, a lot of people have predicted him to start, but I do believe possibly that Vinagre is going to know the system a little bit more. Marcel's only been here a week, so I'm expecting Vinagre to start there. However, if I'm wrong and Wolves do go for the 5-2-3, I think Podence and Jota will get the nod to start in the front three with Jimenez and see Neves and Matinho in the middle again. But it's going to be a very, very tough game. I'm going to go for the old school prediction of 2-1 Wolves. You can never be wrong. It's going to be a very, very tricky game. Sheffield United will probably be a little bit more prepared. I think this is a huge test for Wolves. Our pre-season has been all over the place. I know Nuno would have had the players, on it. Strict fitness tests, a lot of fitness tests during lockdown, during pre-season to make sure they keep fit. The very unnecessary international break, for me as a fan, is so frustrating because it's just made us so unprepared about what's going to happen. But I'm really, really looking forward to the season. Hopefully we see Wolves kick off with a bang and with 3 points. Guys, let me know your thoughts and your predictions in the comment section down below. Who do you think will start? What do you think the final score will be? And I'm really, really looking forward to it. If you want to get involved as well in the fan reacts, drop me a message on Twitter or drop Talking Wolves a message on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram as well. If you want to get involved, send your clip at the end of the game tomorrow. Message us beforehand and we'll get you involved. And check out the Talking Wolves podcast, which came out if you've got a bit of spare time on Sunday evening or during Monday. It's still going to be relevant, so check that out as well. But guys, hopefully Wolves get the 3 points. Be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll see you all very, very soon.